What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
Together we are
HellaDepraved.
Alright, so this was my pick for the day, and I am super excited. This is a Cypher. It's a short Cypher. I consider it a short Cypher. It's 5.5 minutes.
That's not long.
13 people. 13 or 14. I think it's 13.
Alright.
People that we do know are in it. NemRaps.
Right.
Knox Hill.
Right.
Halocene.
I'm super excited about that.
Halocene throws us off because they're more of a rock.
They are. They are a
Peoples.
rock band. Which is
So I'm
great.
interested to see what they do.
I'm so excited.
Right.
She definitely plays crazy well.
And we don't know who
I
she's
have
gonna be.
to say, her Harley Quinn cosplay is on point.
Well, like I said, we don't have any clue who she's going to be, so...
Right. We'll have to see.
I'm excited to see who gets which villain. Obviously, Marvel
Right.
fan. Here's the plug. I have a Marvel podcast that I do every Tuesday and soon to be Thursday. Monday and Thursday.
Right.
Monday or Tuesday and Thursday, because Monday or Tuesday kind of alter.
Right.
But yeah. So
excited.
there's that.
All right.
There's the plug.
Plus, NerdRaps is normally
NemRaps?
very, very good. I meant the channel. Though.
NerdOut?
NerdOut. You know, that's just way too many words for me to like.
And there's an exclamation point.
transmutate.
Technically, it's like, NerdOut!
Yeah, no, that's way too many for me to just like translocate any which way I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below, hop on over, do all the things coming back. We say that because we're a commentary, reaction, breakdown comedy channel. What that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above.
Correct.
So with that being said, we're going to slash it up and break it down. This is NerdOut featuring a lot of people
that we're excited about.
With the Marvel villain Cypher.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
You've got the power made by design. Breaking the rules.
Alright, Addie.
Yeah, Red Skull, it's a Hydra Titan. Yeah. Let pulls in my mind.
Woo! Knox got Red Skull?
Alright. And it sounds like Addie got the...
No.
No?
The chorus is Meg Garner, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Alright.
Hold on. When I was filling out all the descriptions, it was, the hook, Meg Garner.
Meg Garner.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright.
All right, Knox. Do him right.
Yeah, Red Skull, it's a Hydra Titan. Yeah. Let pulls in my mind of violence. Deadpool at the final silence. Call you all of my
Deadpool.
Hold on. All right, so.
Yeah, Red Skull, it's a Hydra Titan. Yeah. Let
It's right there. Red Skull, it's a Hydra Titan. Hydra is the group
That he's working
that he's the head of
at the moment. Yeah.
until he gets squished by a tentacle monster. No. That was in What If.
Right.
Spoilers. If you haven't watched that yet, though, I don't care.
Right. Lead pools in my mind of violence.
Lead pools in my mind of violence, so pumping lead.
Right. But he's
And then he switched.
got violence on his mind.
Right, and
all
then
the
he
time.
flips it. It says Deadpools,
Pulse.
which is kind of a double
Right.
for
Deadpool.
Deadpool and then Deadpool.
Plus, they're both red.
Right.
I mean, so to speak.
Yeah, Red Skull, it's a Hydra Titan. Yeah. Let pulls in my mind of violence. Deadpool at the final silence. Call you all of my rhymes asylum. Rex spinals and vitals on vinyls. I know I'm psycho. I might go cut your A off with a chainsaw brain.
I go cut your Adolf, but Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
There was another
Kills
one
all
too
of
that I didn't
his,
call out.
Subordinates.
Rex Spinals and Vitals on vinyls. That wasn't it.
Let pulls in my mind of violence. Deadpool at the final silence.
Final silence.
Final solution.
Call you all of my rhymes asylum. Rex spinals and vitals on vinyls. I know I'm psycho. I might go cut your A off with a chainsaw. Brains raw. Black out in a wormhole face up. Drag down in the Vormir gate boss. But don't you tesseract with me. I'm packing heat on beats. I rack.
The Tesseract.
Don't you Tesseract. Tesseract is the
Cube. With the, yeah.
I like the face-off thing too. That's what happened to him at the end of First Avenger.
Well, and the blackout in the wormhole. Yeah.
Drag down in the Vormir gate boss. But don't you tesseract with me. I'm packing heat on beats. I rack on these weapons of mass destruction. I gas the public and strap the piece. No cap. I end you in. Just start a cap. See, roger that.
He says no cap.
Roger that.
But then flipped it and said Steve Roger that. Because Steve Rogers is his cap.
Mass destruction. I gas the public and strap the piece. No cap. I end you in. Just start a cap. See, roger that.
And then he says
And
starter
he's got
cap.
the gas reference too, to
Right.
go along with the public.
And then starter cap being a hat.
Right.
No cap.
Mass destruction. I gas the public and strap the piece. No cap. I end you in. Just start a cap. See, roger that.
Well, that was nice.
All right.
All right, Loki.
All right, Knox. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah.
The only thing that could have made it better is if you knew how to sound German.
Oh, that might have been. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That might have made it. It was really good, and he had a whole bunch of, Nazi Germany references, which, to be fair, Red Skull was working for Adolf, sort of.
Under the
kinda.
Hydra Division.
Right.
Well, legally, he was working with Adolf.
Well, Adolf thought he was working with.
Skull did not give a fuck.
Right. No.
All right, I don't think I've ever heard of Ben Schuller, so
All right.
he's being Loki. Let's see how he does this.
And strap the piece. No cap. I end you in. Just start a cap. See, roger that.
Well, that was nice. And no, I never lied. You can all sit down, cause the gods are high.
I really like his voice. He would never lie. I mean, he does say that, though. And the gods arrive.
I'm hoping we get a glorious purpose line in here.
I love that, though, because the gods arrive. Like, that's a great intro. And I would actually, thinking back on it, be upset if he hadn't said that. Like, later on, I would have noticed. And I would have been like, missed opportunity. So, congratulations. And it's very smooth, like Loki.
Right.
And no, I never lied. You can all sit down, cause the gods are high. Everything I want, I can take it. Your savior is here, so glad I can make it. You know black, stab you in the back. Never saw the first attack. I'ma be the most notorious. I'm burdened with a purpose, and it's glorious. Glorious.
Yeah, excellent. Absolutely excellent. He got it right there.
He ended it with what I was
Glorious.
I was burdened with a glorious purpose.
But the way that he twisted that was fantastic.
This sounded like Nim
Also,
coming
love
in.
him sonically.
Nope, that's Dreaded Yasuke. Never mind.
There was something else that he had said. Oh, it's just the way that he delivered it is the same as Loki, where, like, you should be thankful that I'm here now.
Well, so the one thing, he almost had the same kind of articulation that Loki uses, and
It's
just the way
very
he would
polished.
draw certain words out.
It's a very polished sound.
Right.
Yeah.
So it almost felt like something you could definitely see Loki saying.
But it's also very narcissistic, which is perfect. Perfect.
He killed it. I loved his
Yeah.
voice, too.
His voice is fantastic.
All right, so I was wrong. It's Dreaded Yasuke. This
All
next.
right.
And he's
we
Ultron.
We do know Dread Yasuke.
Huh?
We do know him.
Yes.
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 All right.
He's fire. Let's get it.
And it's glorious, glorious.
Hey, I was created by science and became the perfect vessel. You would need an alliance, hit your face is something special. But you're thinking that my heart is colder than my metal. But I seen the state of this planet, sick with organic devil. I don't need no pilot to fly this Iron Man. Not a fan of calling me a tyrant, but silence on my kindness.
All right. All right. I mean, he was classified as the perfect vessel. And he does claim that it's not him being cold, it's him being basically too emotional over the state of the universe.
Right. Well, so what it is, right? To us, it's cold.
To him, it's logic.
But to him, it's logic. He was made to protect
The Earth.
the Earth. And
Not the
the only
people.
way he knew he could do that was to destroy humanity, because humanity...
Are organic devils.
is
don't disagree.
down spiraling. Which, by the way,
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. So.
But
And no pilot to fly this Iron Man.
Pilot to fly this Iron Man. Not a fan of calling me a tyrant for silence. I'll make kindness in demand. Yeah. Your compliance, spend at your time and hints with the sand. Within my guidance, I'm gonna cure this land.
Exactly.
Call me.
All right,
She gets to
Addie.
be Nebula.
Nebula. Interesting. All right. I'm here for it.
Dread to do this thing. He always does.
He does.
Always does.
All right.
All right, Halocene. Good.
With the sand, within my guidance, I'm gonna cure this land.
Cybernetic psychopath, call me what you will. Biggest sadist in the galaxy. Every part rebuilt to win, defeat, destroy, repeat. You won't even face my rap game if it's not right on beat. Star got nothing on me, cause I'm the OG. The thunder will be mine, I won't make the world bleed. But first in line, my father and my sister must pay for this unceasing pain I feel every single day.
All right.
Okay.
And she imitated her voice actually quite well. Because
Right.
it's sort of that whispery kind of... Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I've ever heard her just sort of rap. In some of her songs, when it calls for that, yes. But this is the first time I haven't heard her sing with it.
Right.
So, great job.
Damn good.
Yeah.
Damn good.
And
It's always
the
cool.
references, they were straightforward references, but her references were definitely there.
And it's always cool, by the way, to see people that either of us listen to away from the whole nerdcore scene
Right.
jump in and do things here and there.
I
When I seen Halocene's name on this, I went, wait, what?
right. Now, they are nerds. So I'm not like...
No. Most of us
I
artists
know.
are.
I'm just saying, like, with some of their songs and stuff, they have done, like, she's cosplayed the characters, like I said, Harley Quinn, and there's been several others. So I'm not surprised. I guess maybe what I should say is I'm not shocked that she did this, but I am sort of surprised. Like,
Right.
you said Halocene's on it, and I was like, wait, what? So, yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, who was,
Yeah, you cannot mess with the sonic.
Okay, Adam Purski.
Purski. Somebody new.
Never heard of Adam Purski, so...
Unceasing pain I feel every single day.
Yeah, you cannot mess with the sonics. Yes, I'm a thief, but I'm getting the profit. Making a living from what I do best. Offer the funds and I'll shoot for the head. You hearing me now? You're dead on the floor. Bringing the rain, I'm making it pour. Collecting the prize. After I'm taking you out with the claw. Hit on what more, so I keep slaying them.
That was a play on his name.
Right.
I don't know if he picked him or if he kind of drew the short straw. I fucking hate Claw as a villain. And he's supposed to be like the main villain in the new DLC coming out for the Black Panther DLC in the Avengers game. He was in a couple episodes of the Avengers cartoon that we'd covered on our podcast. And every time he's involved, I'm like instant boredom.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, all I've seen him in was this movie. So, honestly...
Now, this guy's
he
doing a
wasn't-
great job
He
with what
wasn't
he's
even
saying.
the main villain. Yeah, he is. He is.
But
And I
I just hate
enjoy the
Claw as a
accent, too. So, yeah.
Making it pour, collecting the prize. After I'm taking you out with the claw, hit on what more, so I keep slaying them. Obey the man, that's me. Bringing the pain to them, vibranium, it's the payment man, that's it. I'm ripping myself, I don't rip a has-been. Inspect the gadget with the blasters. The women opening up, you will get dropped to the ground with a casket, that's it.
Now I've been waiting my whole life for this. You can count
Ooh,
the
Nim got
Kill-
Killmonger.
Nice. I like that they're actually consecutive, too.
Right.
No, he did an excellent job. And I really like the Inspector Gadget kind of reference. Yeah.
Go, Gadget.
I mean, he did come up with some interesting ways to use the vibranium, not gonna lie.
Right.
But I haven't seen what you've seen in terms of outside of the Black Panther movie, so...
He was in Age of Ultron, too.
Okay, but, you
That's
know...
where he lost his arm.
But we're talking about the Marvel movies versus all of the extras that you've watched.
Right. That's what I was saying. He was in Age of Ultron
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Ultron blew his arm off.
I'm just saying I really haven't seen him as a villain all that much. That's still
Right.
not that much, you know?
All right, Nim.
All right.
You get to do Killmonger. So, I also have complaints with Killmonger as a villain, not his personality. Love his personality.
Right.
Thought that was great. But Marvel has this problem of villains basically being a mirror image of the hero,
Right.
which is starting to get tiresome. And
Right.
as soon as I heard that Yellow Jacket was even showing back up in Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, or Ant-Man 3, however you want to look at it,
Right.
I'm just like, fucking stop.
Right. No,
But-
I get that. I did like Killmonger as a villain. My complaints were that he seemed, for someone who had been trained in so much, to get taken in to things a little quickly. I would have thought him to be much more logical, even though he had an extreme rage and emotional center for what he was doing. Just all of his training would have taught him to put logic first.
Right.
I also felt with his skill set going into it that, again, you know, Marvel has what I see as a problem of trying to create characters on one side or the other that have the coolest superpowers and or gadgets, which almost makes them over skilled or overpowered. But then they get taken out with really stupid shit because they don't know how to take them down at that point. They're like, we've built them up to this level, given them all of this stuff, so, they're going to have to, I don't know, fall on attack on the floor and smash their skull, because obviously nobody's going to be able to... It just always... It's always a letdown for me when the villain is finally defeated. I never feel like it's hard enough, I guess.
All right, let's get it, Nim.
Drop to the ground with her casket, that's it.
Now I've been waiting my whole life for this. You can count the scars on my body. I might show up late to your party, grabbing a plate and saying, "Hey, auntie, y'all sitting up here all
Hey, auntie. I like the scars line because he did create scars for each of his kills.
And the wait your whole life for this or
Yeah,
something.
it's a line he says. Yeah. And that's his party, his crown, his, what do they call it?
Coronation.
Coronation, thank you, party.
my body. I might show up late to your party, grabbing a plate and saying, "Hey, auntie, y'all sitting up here all comfortable. Ain't nobody gonna kiss your rings. I'm pounding my chest, you laying on the ground. I'm screaming out loud, is this your king? Is this your king? Nah, bitch, let me just settle this nonsense. Never surrender to any contender, cause death is better than bondage. I'ma make sure you see the pain in my eyes before you see the claws. And if I cannot rule the world, then I'm gonna burn it all."
I like that. That was great.
Made by design, breaking the rules, villains arise.
Okay, yeah.
And she has a fantastic voice.
She does. Nim did his thing.
Yeah.
Nim! I remember the first time I ever heard Nim was Cypher, Volume 2. YouTube Cypher, Volume 2.
Right.
And he actually had one of my favorite verses. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved the nerdcore references
Right.
that he
He
used
did
in
his
it.
thing.
And that's when I went and subbed to him. And then I started reacting to some of his own personal stuff,
Right.
but it was all like 2-3 years old. And he was in the comments. He's like, "I actually do stuff with NerdOut now. I don't do much of my own solo stuff anymore." And I was like,
He's
"Wait,
like, come
what?"
listen to the new stuff. Right? Awesome.
But love Nim. He did a great job. Who's playing Doc Ock?
Does it now which subject?
Connor.
All right.
Oh, I love Connor.
Villains arise.
The doctor's in, now which subject am I upping on? Grapple and rap him like we were scrapping in the octagon. Push him till he makes no sound like driving a Prius. I've got 8 limbs, I'm more a spider than ears. But to the target kid and guess that I'm an octodad. Dig that grade to Squarespace like it's a sponsored ad. Buying off
No. He went there. Oh. All right. Octomom and all her sponsors. Called out.
The Octodad is actually a video game reference.
Yeah. But you also know that he was referring to that.
Sure.
Father to the Spider Kid.
That's just one person.
Yeah.
It's 100%
Okay.
a video game
All
reference.
right. With the sponsorships and everything?
The sponsorship was from Squarespace.
Okay.
It's an actual sponsor
Okay.
company.
I'm an Octodad.
So Octodad's a game
Right.
where you play as an octopus and just do everyday mundane tasks, but it's hard because you're controlling all the limbs at once.
Okay. Why is it called Octodad then?
Because you're a dad. That's an octopus
That doesn't make any sense.
that lives in the real world with humans.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Most games don't, baby.
Because octopi, when they mate, the male breaks off a limb, throws it at the female, and then goes off and dies.
Right. So you're thinking like literal,
Right.
and it's just a video game.
Yeah, I don't like that premise.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Think their grades are Squarespace like it's a sponsored ad. Buying off heads, that Oz is back, going off the track. Docs, mods, tops.
Ozzy Osbourne.
The Ozzy Osbourne bat reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sponsored ad. Buying off heads, that Oz is back, going off the track. Docs, mods, tops, stocks, rum shops, I'm double copping bags.
About time somebody came and finished.
Ooh. Ooh, who are you?
Right?
She just came in all
About time.
evil.
Right? Like she should.
Connor did his thing.
He did.
Connor always does his thing. It's fantastic.
And I was complaining about the Octodad premise, not your lyrics. Yeah.
All right, I've never heard of Kara.
Me neither.
Corvus.
I'm excited.
I like the name though.
Mods, tops, stocks, rum shops, I'm double copping bags.
About time somebody came and finished this. Don't you all know my powers are limitless? Here to bring out all your darkest fears while they drown entire planets in their blood and tears.
Yeah.
It's my time, I'm the goddess of death. And if you think I'm backing down, don't go holding your breath. The rightful heir, finally back again. If you stand in my way, prepare to meet the end.
I don't need any weapons. Who fisting up?
I really liked her. Again, it was straightforward, but the way that she imitated her voice.
Right.
Is
And use the affliction.
inflection.
Inflection.
Right. I mean, she is trying to inflict pain on everyone, you know? It is what it is.
She did a damn good job.
I guess, and that is one of the characters that I was like, granted, I understand that they had to, like, break all ties and basically destroy Asgard to get rid of her. On the flip side, like, I just feel like it was a little too easy to do.
Right.
Because she was, like, well, in the movies, because, again, they changed things up from the myths. That, yeah. The oldest, the heir, rightful heir, so on and so forth, so.
Right. All right, Slick. I've never heard Slick, so.
Me neither.
But I do like some Abomination. I'm glad he's going to be back in
Oh, okay.
Shang-Chi. Let's get it.
You stand in my way, prepare to meet the end.
I don't need any weapons. Who fisting up to get through the message? He think he got it on smash until I step foot on his block and I hawk him. Reckless. See when I run down, better look vicious. I'm off the gamma and I feel radiant, stronger than Banner. And if I catch him, bet I'ma knock him back in the 08 with this. And I'ma need all.
08 was when the Incredible Hulk came out.
I figured. Yeah, I liked the gamma and I feel radiant and yeah.
You know, I actually really liked the Incredible Hulk movie. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, it's one of the best. It's not.
Right.
But it wasn't bad.
No, it really wasn't.
I kind of wish not Norman Reedus, Jesus H. Fucking shoot me.
Right.
I don't even remember what his name is. I said Norman Reedus and I shit completely. Ed Norton.
Thank you.
Edward Norton. I wish he would have stuck around. I mean, do not get me wrong. I like Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
But Edward Norton would have been able to carry the role a lot longer.
Yeah, I like the consistency. It is one of the things that I really like. I like both of them as actors for sure, and both of them as Hulk.
Like I do, I like them both, but I just would have liked Edward Norton could have carried that role
for a longer period
for 25, 30 years, whereas
if he didn't get his feathers ruffled. sometime in the process, which is kind of the problem.
Right.
And I feel radiant, stronger than Banner. And if I catch him, bet I'ma knock him back in the 08 with this. And I'ma need all 10 rings like Will. But take it that one, cause no one else built. Matter of fact, I'm abominable.
So he actually used the trailer of Shang-Chi
Info, yeah.
as a part of his lyrics.
Right.
Because in the trailer, because the 10 Rings is what the
It's called.
movie's based on.
Right.
Which are supposed to be Mandarin's rings.
Okay.
I hate how they're doing it now, though. But in the trailer, Wong is fighting with Abomination in a steel cage.
Okay, all right.
So.
All right. He's abominable. Oh, God. You had to throw that in.
And I'ma need all 10 rings like Will. But take it that one, cause no one else built. Matter of fact, I'm abominable. The Ravager world, what you trying to do? You should never spare me. You been listening to Betty too much. That's gonna get you buried. You had to chain of fate. But watch when I catch you again, you'll regret that amazing grace.
Ooh, someone's Venom.
That amazing grace.
So, bringing up Betty, who's
Right.
Bruce's love interest.
Right, in that movie. And being like, you only spared me because of her. So, probably shouldn't have. I'm coming back.
He said, gonna need 10 rings like Wilt. I think he's referencing Wilt Chamberlain, who I think is a 10-time... Is he a 10-time world champion?
I have no idea.
No. So then I have no clue who he's referencing.
I did catch that he said Wilt, which signifies that he was referencing someone, but I know not. All right.
Who's Venom?
This origin, now my morals is
Peso Pete.
I'm excited.
I'm pretty sure that's Peso Pete. But
I don't know Peso Pete, but Venom, I'm excited to hear.
So he did a great job as Abomination.
Right.
I just wanted to wrap his end up.
Right. You just look like he had a further thought then.
I do. I'm
So-
going into that next.
Okay.
But yeah, so excellent job. Would love to hear more from him.
Right.
Now, as far as them using Venom, this is where I'm confused. At least in the Marvel movies, unless he's going to be using scenes from...
He's not technically a villain.
He's not a villain.
He's an anti-hero.
Right.
But he's not a villain.
Right.
So, technically Carnage should have been
Maybe.
the villain.
I would have... But it's not even out yet, so...
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if we were going to go with a symbiote. Okay. No, I get what you're saying.
So... But, we'll see how he does.
We'll see.
Chain of fate, but watch when I catch you again, you'll regret that amazing grace.
Feeling this origin, now my morals is my topic. Used to live and hold my grudges, I said fuck it with my problems. Hand in hand, darkened plans for heroism, I solve it. What's the issue? Used to take pictures for issues, now I'm different, like I'm jumping.
Here's a tissue for
Used to
your
take
issue.
pictures of my issues. So he's going into the reference that Eddie Brock, comic-wise, was a photographer as well.
Right. Well, and he is saying that his morals is now his problem. And so he is addressing the fact that he's not strictly a villain anymore. However...
And honestly, that is my biggest problem with how they did the Venom movies in terms of origin. I understand they had to change it because they didn't have Spider-Man to use. But the reason why the Venom suit and Eddie Brock worked so well together is because the Venom suit had been on Spider-Man. Spider-Man rejected it. And Eddie Brock had already hated Peter Parker.
Right.
So the Venom
they had
suit...
something to...
Then they had a bond,
Right.
and that they both really disliked Peter Parker.
Right.
So it worked out for them to be together.
Instead of the whole genetic coding, blood, whatever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But
honestly, I feel like, and again, this is not a purist thought because I didn't know that going into the Venom movies. But now knowing that, while I understand that bond, there's part of me that says it kind of almost works better to have like almost the organ level match that has to be made. I mean, he can still obviously jump from person to person. He's just killing them as he does it.
Right.
but I don't know. Maybe because it's just like a deeper level of connection that they have to have, but their minds don't agree yet. And so it makes for a very interesting dialogue between the two of them.
Right.
So if you're not going to pin them against, like, Spider-Man constantly and his morals, then you have to have sort of that inner conflict between someone who's trying to have better morals than he had, because he fucked up big time, you know. Right. So you have to create that problem, which is kind of the boring part at the beginning of the movie, honestly, but it creates that inner kind of conflict with himself already, and then he gets Venom, and then now he's trying to work through all these things together. So it created the dialogue, I guess. So
heroism, I solve it. What's the issue? Used to take pictures for issues. Now I'm different, like I'm jumping with no harness. Got rid of my carnage, relived my humanity, and found out where my heart went. That's where life was getting harder. All this evil harbored.
Okay, so they used the "got rid of my carnage" line as in reference to Carnage. Here's what I'm laughing about. They used a part of the trailer as the video.
Of the Carnage trailer? Or
yes.
And found out where my heart went. That's where life was.
Right here.
Right, with the waffles and pancakes.
He throws all the food in front of him, then he goes to put ketchup on it, and it explodes everywhere.
Oh. I hate it when that happens. Now, would I ever put ketchup on that? No. No.
Getting harder. All this evil harbored. Please don't get me started, man. I'm sorry, Peter Parker. The way that I move look like a force.
Okay.
All right. Good job.
He did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like he covered that he sort of does have villainous roots. Again, I feel like it was more of Carnage's place. Well, but that's absolutely nothing against the...
So here's the thing.
Okay, so...
Venom, for the most part in the comics, 100% is a villain.
Right.
Until someone tries to kill Spider-Man, if he's around. Because he's so hell-bent on making sure he's the one that gets to do it.
That he inadvertently protects him.
Right.
Yeah. I did know that.
Yeah. Until Flash Thompson gets the Venom symbiote. And then becomes Agent Venom. I think it's Flash.
Okay.
Which he's basically Venom with machine guns.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
He also looks really cool.
I want to see this. All right.
But yeah, so next up,
Magneto.
I
do enjoy Magneto.
Mr. Eric. I don't remember what his last name is.
Delta.
Oh, Delta Deez, not Mint.
Yeah,
Eric's last name.
I know. Well, he's referred to as Eric for so much of it.
Right. I'm hoping we get some talk about him being in a concentration camp.
Okay. All right.
As his origin.
Right. Okay.
Also, I wonder how him and Red Skull would get along.
Ooh. Not at all.
I've never seen them like talk or come face to face in comics, so I have no clue.
Not at all.
Right.
Right?
Just something I thought of.
All right.
Just now. All right, let's get it.
Harvard, please don't get me started, man. I'm sorry, Peter Parker.
The way that I move look like the force. We need mutants, we need more. All these humans, they too soft. Why they booing like I'm wrong? Man, that boy just be talking. He don't run, he can't walk. They gon' treat me like a martyr, like I'm Jesus on the cross. Hey.
Hell yeah.
Really came with some swag.
And he's got yeah.
And I like that. I like that. X, he ain't running. He can't even walk.
Yeah.
Yo.
I mean, like, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He ain't run nothing. That's great. I do like this. They're gonna make me a martyr. Yeah. To be fair, they really did, which is kind of I have a very soft spot for Magneto.
I always have.
Yeah.
He's okay. So understand this: my favorite villains will always be the psychos that have no reason for what they do. Because I feel like, in
terms of being a villain, straight out, yeah.
Because I feel like they are the most unpredictable.
Right.
And they're the ones that really push you to the moral thought of, I can't kill them because it's against my code, but if I don't, they're going to kill more people. Therefore, I'm responsible for even more people's death.
Right.
Like, that's why I love Joker. That's why I love Carnage.
Right.
Kefka in Final Fantasy, so forth and so on. Like, those are my favorite kind of villains. Now, I typically really hate villains, and I don't know why, because people typically love it, but villains that are villains, but they think they're doing good.
Right.
I don't like Sephiroth. I don't like... I don't know, Goblin's just kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, even like Red Skull thinks he's doing correctly.
Red
Thanos
Skull.
thinks he's doing.
Well, like, okay, so... well, I'm not going to get into the story of Sephiroth, but, like, he's one of the few people... He's, like, the exception to the rule for me.
I'd have to agree, and part of it is, A, he's almost always proved correct. And B, like, with the backstory of him, and... I mean, he keeps trying, is the thing. Like, he keeps trying for Charles. He keeps trying for Mystique. You know, and then shit goes haywire, and he's back on the cross. So I really have a soft spot for him.
And he was by far the most consistently good role in the newer X-Men movies in terms of actors.
His role stays consistent, which is why it's so good. Like, there's not these weird deviations in terms of how is Magneto going to think or respond to this. Not that he doesn't give some sort of twist or whatever, but it's always a very logical, like, that makes complete sense for his character kind of choice. Yeah. Plus, he's just a badass. There's that, too.
All these humans, they too soft. Why they booing like I'm wrong? Man, that boy X just be talking. He don't run he can't walk. They gon' treat me like I'm martyr, like I'm Jesus on the cross. Hey, tell me if they want static. I throw skyscrapers and hazards. Nothing you do matters, dog. I am the law of attraction. They can think they whole weight. I live city buses and state houses. Helmet on my head so that Professor X can stay out it on God.
Yeah. The hardest choices require the strong.
That was amazing.
That was fire.
All right.
Thanos. By the way, Thanos wasn't wrong either. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's one of those that, like, while the thought process may have been on point, the solution was maybe possibly a little not.
Oh, no. Please, make half the world disappear.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like, well, Ultron wanted to take out everybody.
And we said he
Humanity.
was right.
Well, yeah.
You gotta be consistent, baby, or we sound like Watch Mojo.
I mean, I wasn't saying that Ultron, like, I mean, he is correct that the organic creatures are the virus. You know, I will absolutely agree with that. Taking everybody out all at once, I don't know about that, because he was also devastating the Earth in the way that he was going about it. Honestly, the snap method was...
Honestly, probably more humane.
It was, well, and it was more humane, but it was also definitely, like, better for the Earth as a whole in terms of didn't hurt animals, plants, trees.
Right.
I don't know.
All right. Who was it that was playing? Oh, it was
Meg Garner.
Meg Garner.
Yeah.
Never heard of them either.
Me neither.
Unless they're one of the NerdOut guys, which is possible.
It's possible.
Nim is the only one I know by name there. So I don't...
We're terrible with names, guys.
Yeah.
X can stay out it on God.
Yeah. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. My desire was to build. I never wanted to kill, but I will shred the universe right down to its last atom and let any creature who doubted me hear me laugh at him. I'm inevitable. And it's hopeless because I don't miss. I'm the coldest when I'm snapping like Lil Jon back in 06. Homie, don't miss.
So he's snapping.
That was great.
That's fire.
Cause I don't miss, I'm the coldest when I'm snapping like Lil Jon back in 06. Homie, don't miss. Took a shot and thought I was dead. Bad career move, huh? You should have gone for the heads.
And that's how it ends. Let's go.
That's an excellent ending.
What's up, guys? It's Jack from NerdOut, and I hope you enjoyed the Marvel.
Let's
Excellent
go.
ending. All right.
Oh, there's a Loki song that we missed. Called Glorious Purpose?
Okay, we're probably going to have to go back to that. Yeah.
All right.
We know what we're doing next. It is official.
Right.
No, that was fantastic. Again, like, the imitation that a lot of these people are doing, I guess it's more like emulation, of the voices is incredible. They really did a good job.
Right.
And a lot of the references, catchphrases, stuff like that, right on point. I thought he did a great job. And that ending, he gets brownie points for that sassy snap at the end. Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah. And then dead silence. Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite ciphers of the year. I'm just being honest. I know a lot of people get tired of a lot of ciphers, whatever.
Well, but I mean, this one also is just fun based on it being a character cipher.
I love themes in music. I know that's also an unpopular opinion amongst a lot of the regular YouTube rap community.
We don't care.
We don't care.
We enjoy it. And we're proud to be nerds.
It's based around Marvel.
Yeah.
It's based around the villains, which we are villains.
Let's be honest. Yeah, they're the best. They are the characters that propel the story onward.
Right. And at the end of the day, like, it's a perfect combination. You had an amazing group of people. Definitely
quite a few names on there that we didn't know that I want to check out further.
Right.
So, amazing group of people. And, you know, Knox Hill, Halocene, Dread, Yasuke. Yasuke. Sorry. There were a couple others other than them that we have. Connor. Right? But fantastic job, guys.
I'll say, I absolutely love the nerdcore community. It sucks because I don't get into everything that everyone raps about. As a matter of fact, it seems I don't get into as much of hardly anything that everyone... I don't watch anime.
Right.
And all the anime that I have watched is... Older. So unless it's like Full Metal or Hellsing or things in that little time frame...
Right.
Like, I'm completely out of it. And that's like the main focus in the nerdcore community. Right. I listen to a lot of Dan Bull because Dan Bull does a lot of video game raps.
Right. I mean, we touch on what we can. Right. Honestly. Yeah. In terms of what we know.
It's great when something like this comes out where it's like...
And we know it. And it's villains.
Right.
We like that. Yeah.
But alright, yeah, great job. If you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of NerdOut and all these amazing people with the Marvel Villain Rap Cypher. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.